A jug of Castrol Edge. Full synthetic costs about $27 for 5 quarts. A jug of SuperTech full synthetic from Walmart costs $18. Same base oil, same refinery output. The other $9 is not chemistry. It is a marketing budget and a 1997 court ruling that quietly rewrote the definition of the word synthetic. 9 brands are selling you highly refined crude oil, calling it full synthetic, and charging you a premium for it. By the end of this video, you'll know every single one and how to spot the fake synthetic oil sitting on store shelves. Number 1. Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic. Valvoline built its reputation in the 1990s on real synthetic oil. When they said synthetic, it meant lab-built polyalpha olefin, real chemistry, real premium, real value for the money. Then the definition of synthetic changed after the 1997 ruling, and Valvoline quietly changed with it. Advanced Full Synthetic is now hydro-processed crude with a heritage label on it. Same bottle, same shelf position, same $32 for 5 quarts, different oil. Nothing on the label announced the change. The packaging is a Valvoline heritage exercise. The formula is a refinery cost-cutting exercise. The mechanism is legacy pricing. Charge the price of what you used to be. Sell what you are now. Hope nobody notices. Most people never do. You are not buying the Valvoline that built the reputation. You are buying the bottle that inherited it. And the next brand is the reason Valvoline could pull that swap off in the first place. Without a lawsuit won in a 1997 courtroom, none of the 8 brands after this one would legally be allowed to say the word synthetic. Number 2. Castrol Edge. Castrol Edge is not just on this list. Castrol Edge is the reason this list exists. In 1997, Mobil sued Castrol for calling their hydrocracked crude oil full synthetic. Mobil argued a true synthetic had to be built molecule by molecule in a laboratory. Castrol argued their refining process altered the oil enough at the molecular level to qualify. The court sided with Castrol. That single ruling made it legal in the United States to label refined petroleum as full synthetic. Every other brand on this list is standing on the ground Castrol built. Castrol Edge costs about $27 for 5 quarts. It is refined crude oil with an excellent additive package, priced like a laboratory synthetic. The mechanism is the ruling itself. Castrol won the legal right to call refined crude oil synthetic, then built a business model out of it. Every dollar you pay above the price of a store brand is paying for a court decision from 1997. You are not buying laboratory oil. You are buying the brand that made the entire racket legal. And the next brand used that legal ground to build an entire origin story around a plant in Qatar, charging you a premium for a slightly cleaner version of the exact same thing. Number 3. Pennzoil Platinum. Pennzoil sells platinum like it is a technological leap. Cleaner pistons, better protection, made from natural gas instead of crude oil. Around $26 for 5 quarts. Here is what is actually in that bottle. Shell owns the world's largest gas-to-liquid plant in Qatar. They turn natural gas into a base oil the industry calls Group 3+. That is cleaner than standard hydrocracked petroleum. It is also not a true laboratory-built synthetic. It is a highly processed hydrocarbon with a great origin story. The mechanism is the plant itself. That Qatar facility cost Shell billions. Somebody has to pay for it. It turns out that somebody is you, standing in the Walmart aisle believing you bought lab-built oil. You bought slightly cleaner, refined petroleum at an $8 premium. Is Pennzoil bad oil? No. Is it worth the price of a real synthetic? No. And the next brand is Pennzoil's own corporate sibling. Same parent company, same shelf, none of the Qatar technology, and still a premium price tag. Number 4. Quaker State Ultimate Durability. Quaker State advertises ultimate durability like it is armor for your engine, twice the mileage, twice the protection. About $24 for 5 quarts of pure marketing. Here's the family tree. Shell owns Quaker State. Shell also owns Pennzoil. Pennzoil gets the gas to liquid oil from Qatar. Quaker State gets refined crude oil out of a regular Shell refinery. Both bottles say full synthetic. Only one of them is anywhere close to the actual technology behind the word. The mechanism is the corporate hand-me-down. Shell gives its premium base oil to the premium brand and its regular refinery output to the working-class brand. You still pay a synthetic price for both. Only one of them gets any real technology. Ultimate durability is a great name for refined crude oil. It is not a great deal. And the next brand does not even bother selling you a bottle. You never see a label. You just pay an invoice, and every quick lube chain in America is running the exact same play. Number 5, Jiffy Lube, Take 5, and every other quick lube chain. The trick is simple. They buy hydroprocessed crude oil in 55-gallon drums for pennies per quart. They pump it into your engine as a full synthetic oil change. They charge you $90 to $110. The proof is behind the shop. Look at what is stacked next to the loading dock. That is house brand oil in industrial packaging. The retail bottle you see on their counter is a display piece. The actual pour comes from a nozzle attached to a bulk tank you cannot see. The mechanism is the service model. Nobody reads a technical data sheet during an oil change. Everyone assumes full synthetic means a laboratory oil. The chain assumes you will not check. The chain is almost always right. You are paying a laboratory price for refinery output, then thanking the technician on your way out. And the next brand is the biggest single chain running this play, wearing a name most drivers already trust from the retail shelf. Before we continue, we break down every brand markup on this channel. No brand deals, no sponsorships. If that is useful, subscribe. Number 6, Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is not the same product as the Valvoline you buy in a bottle at Walmart. The retail bottle at least has a specific formulation and a readable label. The oil pumped into your engine at the drive-thru comes out of a bulk drum. That drum contains a fleet formulation of hydro-processed crude oil sold to service centers at commercial pricing. You walk out having paid $90 for a synthetic oil change. The oil that went in cost the service center about $8. That gap is not labor. Labor was 20 minutes of work. The mechanism is the invoice itself. As long as the receipt says full synthetic, the service center is legally clean. That word covers refined crude oil, and the customer pays the price of a laboratory oil. Instant does not mean premium. Fast does not mean quality. You are the math. And the next brand runs the exact same trick with a very different accent. This one wraps refined petroleum in a Japanese flag and charges a Japanese premium for oil any American refinery could produce. Number 7, Eneos. Eneos leans on Japanese engineering the way BMW leans on the word Bavarian. The bottle looks like it was designed inside a Toyota factory. Around $46 for 5 quarts of pure reputation. The technical data sheet in the American market tells a different story. Eneos runs on what the industry calls hydroprocessed base stock. That is refinery language for refined crude oil. The same category of oil that fills an $18 jug of Kirkland Signature. The reputation is Japanese. The oil is petroleum. The mechanism is heritage arbitrage. A Japanese brand can charge a Japanese premium in the United States for oil any American refinery could produce for a fraction of the cost. Most drivers will pay it because the jug says Eneos. You are not buying Japanese engineering. You are buying a Japanese sticker on American crude. And the next brand runs the exact same play with even bigger marketing, a longer racing history, and the same refined petroleum inside. Number 8, Idemitsu. Idemitsu runs the same playbook with more confidence. Real Japanese oil company, real racing heritage. Around $50 for 5 quarts. Marketed like it was hand carried out of a Nissan engineering room. The data sheet says hydroprocessed base stock, refined crude oil, same as everything else in this tier. The additive package is decent. The base oil is nothing you cannot get for a third of the price at Costco. The mechanism here is even smaller than Eneos. Idemitsu did not build a Qatar plant. They did not invent a new refining process. They put good marketing on average base oil and let American drivers assume Japan means synthetic. Japan does not mean synthetic. Japan means Japan. You paid $30 extra for the flag on the label. And the final brand on this list does the same thing with a German accent. It even has a legitimate premium line to hide behind, which makes the trick almost impossible to spot until you know what to look for. Number 9, Ravenol Standard Lines. Ravenol is a real German oil company with real racing pedigree. Their top-tier lines, the VST and VSE, actually contain lab-built synthetic molecules, real polyalpha olefin, the stuff a true synthetic is supposed to be made of. Those bottles cost $70 to $90, and they earn every dollar. The entry-level Ravenol most Americans actually buy, the VSW and VMP series, is refined crude oil. Same base oil as the $18 store brand. Wearing a German label and a $56 price tag. The mechanism is called halo pricing. Sell the premium line to Porsche mechanics. Use that reputation to charge a German premium on the budget line. Most buyers never notice they took home the entry version. The Ravenol name earns respect. The entry-level bottles do not earn their price. And once you see the single pattern connecting all 9 of these brands, you will never walk past a synthetic label the same way again.